Hey guys, in this video I will quickly explain you how to install the UI and Weakauras on the Whitemane Gilneas realm. This client uses the Cataclysm Classic API, so all the add-ons that we played with on Cataclysm Classic, including the Weakauras, will work here, unlike the very old one, 4.3.4. And so before we start, let me quickly explain you how to get my stuff. Usually I share almost everything I made with my subscribers in Discord. And if you join my Discord, there is a channel subscribe where you can actually learn how to subscribe on either Boosty or Patreon. Alright, so let's say you got the client, right? You downloaded the client. If you don't know how, just type Whitemane Cataclysm in Google and then follow to their official website, download the application and then create the account and then download the game. I will also leave the link to this server in the description of the video. And of course, private servers are against terms of service of Blizzard, and it's up to you if you want to play it or not. I am just here to give you the opportunity to play with my UI. So you need to find the folder where you downloaded the game. It's called Whitemane. Let's make a first login. So we create all of the folders like data, WTF, etc. So let me make a login for the first time. I don't have any add-ons and I don't have any Weakauras imported yet. We can now log off. And let's see where the game created the WTF folder. Okay, it's here. In my case, it's Merfin. So let's download the interface. Let's download the add-ons. Let's place them inside of this folder. And then we'll log into the game. So if you're a subscriber, and the content for Cataclysm Classic Whitemane will be available from Silver subscription. So if you're a subscriber and you have a Silver role or Gold role or Diamond role, either of these services, doesn't matter which one, you will be able to see the channel called Cataclysm Classic Content. So you're looking for this one. Don't misunderstand and don't accidentally go to the Kata old client, because that one is used for the Kata servers with old client. So go to the Kata Classic Content, and here you need to download the add-ons, the Merfin Plus, and the Merfin UI. The Merfin UI and the Merfin Plus are also the add-ons, but I place them separated because I usually update them quite often. And so that's why I place them separately, but they're also add-ons. So you need to download this free. So click on this button. Wait a bit, then click on Merfin Plus, and then click on Merfin UI version 7.75 at the moment of the recording of this video, and then just scroll down, and here you will basically see that the application created a download links for you here. So you just need to click on this, then you go to Discord, you click on this, you go to Discord, you click on this. Then go to the first tab and just simply press download. Then you'll have to download that also on other two tabs. Let's open the downloads folder. Here we'll see 3 archives. So we just open them and we unzip them to the interface add-ons folder of the game. And those are all add-ons that we tested and that should work on this client. If you face any issues, if you think that something doesn't work, just let us know in the Discord channel called Legacy Support. Here we'll be able to help you if you face some issue. Now let's do the same with the Merfin Plus. Alright, now let's log into the game. You are running a new version of the game and have interface modifications which are out of date. Disabling them is recommended. We press load anyway. We press OK. We go to add-ons. We make sure that the checkbox load out of date add-ons is checked. We can see all of the add-ons here, right? And now we need to make a login into the game. Just press enter world. Alright, so upon the first login, you will see the LVI installation video right in the middle. And this is a standard LVI. I'm sorry, I need to turn this music off. Guys, this is... if you accidentally closed the LVI installer window, you will not get it like automatically after a reload or lag out, and you kinda need to complete these steps. And so if you don't have it anymore, press ESC, go to LVI, go to install, and just skip all the steps here and press the finished at the end. Once it's done, you'll get the Merfin UI window pop up. This is the installer for Merfin UI, and here basically going through every step and pressing the buttons, you will install the settings, the profiles, and blah blah blah. Let's close the cell changelog here because we don't care currently. This is a questy stuff. We also don't care at the moment. So here you press continue after welcome step. You install the account settings. Those contains the CVRs and some profiles for the general add-ons like questy, Litrix, Polypower, etc. So just press load CVRs. We can see that the step is completed. Now we go to chat settings. This one is optional if you want to have the chat tabs like that. So like you have a combat log at the secondary tab, you have loot tab, whispers tab, LFG tab, and yeah. So if you want that, you can press on setup chat. If you don't, it's whatever. Then go to profiles of VI. Here you have the three buttons: DPS tank, healer's H, healer's V. Healer's H means that the party frames are gonna be horizontal. So that means they are gonna be positioned in the middle like that, like I show you with the mouse. And healer V, that means that the party frames will be positioned vertically a bit to the left side, like here. I usually prefer healer V, but yeah, like it's completely up to you how you play it. Also, if we'll install cell, which I also recommend you to use, like you don't care about this step, so if you're a healer, just like press anything here. I am a DPS, so I'll press the DPS tank. Also, like when you press it for the first time, you might like see your frames fucked up or something. Like don't mind about that. It will be fixed after a reload. Then we go to rate frames tab. Here it offers you to either use the LVI frames or the cell frames. I highly recommend you to use cell because in my opinion cell is much more user friendly than the LVI, and it will be much easier for you to deal with the mouse clicks. It has the nice options, etc., and like the rate indicators on the rate frames. So just use cell. Then we go to nameplates tab. This will install the plater profile. Now go to damage details. This installs the profile for details, as you can see. Color theme. If you press a normal color, this will make the frames color normal. Otherwise, like it's going to be dark. I prefer to play with the dark one. I think it's more sexy. Then we go to action bars. This step basically can make your action bars to be visible always if you press on show always. So like right now they are visible always. If you press on the show mouse over, they will be only shown if you actually hover your mouse over them. I prefer to play with the show mouse over, but you can change this. And you can also change that in the future, so don't worry about making the decision now. Then we go to boss modes. This will install the settings for Deadly Boss mode or Big Wigs. You can skip this step because I provide the full raid packs for all the free raid tiers, like tier 11, Firelance, and Dragon Soul. And they have like everything, cooldown bars, icons, warnings, etc. So yeah, let's just skip this step. Combat text, this contains either Blizzard combat text. By Blizzard combat text, it means the standard like yellow and white text that floating like around your screen when you do damage. And XCT is basically the add-on that I use. which like gets all of the combat text and place it inside of the compact window, which I position in the DPS profile, like somewhere here beneath the target frame. Method rate tools. This is like the add-on that can synchronize your MRT nodes, etc, etc, etc. I just have a profile for nodes, so the nodes are like placed correctly and don't overlap with other elements in my UI. And in the end, just press finished. All right, so you can already see that everything is placed, right? No errors. This one is a welcome step to Questy. I would probably suggest you to do Questy objectives here, the step. It's only going to be asked one time, and later you can change this decision in Questy if you want. Alright, so what's left are the Weakauras. So let's go to the Discord again. And here you can basically see all of the Weakauras, but they are only generated when you actually select them in the drop-down menu. So what you need and what I recommend you to get. If you want the class panels to work correctly, get the core. So we are gonna generate the subscription link for core. Let's get the reminders. This is one of the biggest group and one of the most useful group in my opinion. Let's get the general auras. And we don't really need to get unit frame indicators because those are used only if you choose the LVI. So if you choose the LVI here in install, then you're gonna play with the unit frame indicators, these steps, LVI frames. But if you play cell, as I recommend you, you don't need it. And then you need to, okay, no, wait, let's first of all, where it is, cataclysm addons, general hours, general hours, string core, okay. Let's import. So you open the link, you press copy to clipboard, you go to the game, you open the Weakauras, so you can either type /VA/WA enter, or you can open the Weakaura by clicking on the Weakaura icon on the minimap frame, which positioned beneath the minimap. Okay, we press on import and we just press Ctrl V, paste, and we press import. I will show you what this Merfin core can do, but a bit later. Now let's import the reminders and let's import the general auras, right? Let's close this for now. So we import the reminders. This is the PogChamp group in my opinion. Nice. And let's import the general auras. Reminders basically shows you the like clickable reminders if you miss some buff, you miss pet, etc, etc, like that. When you press it for the first time, by the way, it will ask you to allow custom scripts. Just press yes, and as you can see, you can just buff this. Let's generate the class panel. Click on the copy to clipboard, go to the game, press on import, and yeah, you have the class panel, you have the general auras. Let me explain you the core. So there is a Weakaura called core. This core Weakaura contains some important stuff which I use in my UI, and you can configure the sizes of the panels of the icons in the class panels from the core. So if you click on core and go to custom options, you can see the first of all class group controller. What it does is that you can pre-position either on Full HD or Quad HD, and by the way, Full HD refers to this resolution, Quad HD refers to this resolution. I currently play with the Quad HD. And here you can increase or decrease the size of the stuff, of the icons in the groups in the class panel. and it will be applied to every class panel, by the way. Okay, yeah, all right. Basically, that's it. What I also forgot to tell you, and I haven't tested this myself yet, so I will do it right now at the time of recording this video. I think I would recommend you to use the HD textures. You can download the HD textures from my Discord as well. If you go to guides, you need to find something high quality icons here. So just follow this guide, download, and place them in the interface folder. Alright guys, I got the icons. I got the HD icons, so it will look like that. Yeah, if we can see, the quality of the icons is increased now by a lot, actually by a lot. Alright, so now you might question, how do you install the UI then on your secondary character, and let me show you. Let's create a secondary character. Let's make it a healer, right? So we basically do exactly the same stuff, except for that we don't import all of the Weakauras. We only need to import the Weakauras for the class. In our case, it's Paladin. So here we also skip all the steps in the LVI installer, press finished in the end. Now we also do the setups for the UI. Setup chat. We also import the LVI. Let's press healer H. Let's press cell healer. Then place plater, details, combat text, XCT healer, method rate tools, installation complete, finished. Basically that's it. And so you only need to import now the class panel for Paladin. Alright, copy to clipboard. Let's go to the game and let's import. And that's it. Now let me show you what if, for example, you want to make some changes, right? Like maybe you don't like the position of the player frame and you want to like drag it, or like you don't like how the action bars are placed and you also want to drag them, etc. But then you don't want your settings to be lost. What I recommend you is that you go to the LVI profiles, you create your new profile. I don't know, call it like somehow Josh UI, and then copy the Merfin UI to Josh UI, and then make the changes in the Josh UI. So in the future, when you import the LVI profile on your secondary character, you can always return to your own profile with your small adjustments. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you have any troubles, any problems, or you need some assistance, do not hesitate to ask for help in this legacy support channel. We'll be happy to help you whenever we are free. And good luck on the Gilneas. See ya.